This is the finger wave tutorial. This was requested by my friend Jimmy. I hope this will help any beginner poppers or liquiders learn how to finger wave, because that's a really good technique to learn for any of those dances. So before I begin, I will talk to you guys about the applications of finger waving. You could use it for the arm wave. So, see my fingers? I'm going to start out as a finger wave. Alright, you can use it for your arm wave. You can use it for like liquiding. It's like the foundation of liquiding. So that type of stuff. And you can also use it for things like just like random moves and popping. Like something that I like to do is do like this, pull it back. I think it looks kind of cool, so you can try that. You're gonna bend your fingers, then you're gonna bend your knuckles. Try to make like a 90 degree when you do this, and then bend at your wrist, and then smooth out your knuckles so it's flat right here. So we'll try that again. Fingers, knuckles, wrist. When you do all of this, make sure your fingers are together. Like I tend to do this, like I tend to spread out my fingers, so try to keep them together to make them look good. And also make sure your thumb is sort of planted on this part of your skin, so that if you looked at your fingers at this angle, like it kind of makes like a line, because you don't want your thumb to be sticking out when you're doing your wave or look really stupid. So keep it together. So we'll try again. Fingers, knuckles, wrist. Okay. If you do it fast, it's gonna look like this. Okay. And now you want to be able to do it the other way. So wrist, knuckles, fingers. Wrist, knuckles, fingers. I think the hardest part for most people is this knuckles part, because it's just like something you're not used to, like this kind of movement. So just like keep on practicing that. So fingers, knuckles, wrist, and then wrist, knuckles, finger. So we'll start from wrist, knuckles, fingers. So it's gonna look like this fast. And then you can make it look like this. And then the opposite way would be like this. Boom. So you're gonna do that for your left hand too. So take out your left hand, fingers, knuckles, wrist, finger, wrist, knuckles, fingers, my bad, out, fingers, knuckles, wrist, knuckles, fingers, out. So then if you're gonna do liquid, it'd be like this. So use your right hand, do wrist, knuckles, fingers, out, and where your tips of your right hand end, like make it follow with your left hand. So fingers, knuckles, wrist, out. So let's try again. Wrist, knuckles, fingers, out. You want to match your tips, so you're gonna put your fingers up here now, and then you're gonna do fingers, knuckles, wrist, out. So it'll look like this. Alright. So that's one direction. Now you want to be able to do the other direction. So what you're gonna do is left hand, left wrist, left knuckle, left finger, out. I'm going to connect the tips. So, right finger, right knuckle, right wrist, out. And make sure they don't like physically touch. Pretend there's like some sort of like invisible barrier between your fingertips, but make sure they're sort of like aligned, so anywhere you go, they're always sort of connected by this invisible bridge between your fingers tips. So I'm gonna go over it a few more times so you guys can kind of get used to that movement. So we're gonna practice going to your left side. So my left side and your left side. So take your left wrist and move it up. Take your left knuckle and bend it. Bend your left finger and then out. And then right finger, right knuckle, right wrist, and out. Alright, so you're going to take your left wrist and move it up. Take your left knuckle and bend it. Bend your left finger and then out. And then right finger, right knuckle, right wrist, and out. Alright. I hope you understood my instructions. If they weren't clear, you can just ask the questions below and I'll be happy to answer them. So, thanks for watching.